Hello guys, it's me, the Matrix Coder here, and oh my god, I'm going back to my roots. Yes, get rid of that Norton thing first. I know I'm running out. Yeah, I'm going back to my roots, guys. I'm deciding to do more tutorials, and what I'm going to try and do for you is do tutorials on quite a few things. Today it's going to be a Visual Basic tutorial, and yeah, I'm going to show you how to make something that doesn't take too long to make. Anyway, yeah, I've decided to just go for tutorials, and also I might go back into console gaming. Anyway, let's load up VB or Visual Studio 2010. I'm using 2010. You can use 2008 if you really want to, but some things might be different. So first we're going to go on to Visual Basic, and I should have really named it. Name it whatever you want. Today we're going to make a very simple, basic web browser, which doesn't take too long to make, and obviously you can expand on it as you learn, as you expand your skills. I'm just going to get you to, if you haven't used VB before, I'm going to try and help you get to grips with it, really. So these are all your tools. Normally when you start it's like that. So if you go over toolbox, and then if you press the pin, it locks it into place there. It's all split into different sections depending on what kind of category they are. This is your properties menu. You're going to be needing this a fair bit when you use Visual Basic, and it's quite useful. Anyway, let's get started. So what we're gonna start off with is a button. You can lay this out however you want to. So I'm gonna have a button there, and then a text box here. If you're wondering what that line or that blue line was, that's just to make sure everything's aligned, so it looks a lot more neater and nicer. To be fair, just make that bigger a bit. Because I'm going to add a few more buttons. So if we add another two buttons, and let's drag that together. Right, we're going to rename it now. So on the properties menu, it might start at the top. Go down to text where it says button 1 and change that to button 1. Or the far right hand side button to go, or something like that, or enter, whichever. Change. Didn't mean to double click it. That was a bit silly of me. Change button 2 to back, and button 3, or the middle one, to forward. You can use picture boxes for that by using images of back and forward, or you can do an equals there, a pointing right arrow and a pointing left arrow, but we're just going to do it like this for simple purposes. Now you can, like I said, you can put this however you want. Right, the thing, if you're having troubles with the web browser, sometimes it might put it full screen. Sorry if you didn't hear that, I was just like having an itch. Sometimes it might go full screen. So to sort that out, you have to go to dock and make sure it's set to none, because it might be set to that one, which makes it. I'll show you what it does. It does that, look, which fills it, which is not good. As we don't just want a web browser. Right, just to make it look a bit more neater, we'll change the form name to web browser, or my web browser, whichever you want to use, or anything really. Right, now when you run it, obviously it's not going to do much. You'll see it load up like that. Doesn't do much. So what we're going to do, double click the form, so double click the top bit here, and we'll start off by putting, just to make it a much more easier, because obviously when you start it, because it's not meant to be used for internet use kind of thing, we're going to start off by saying form1 underscore load. In a private sub, we're going to put text box 1 dot text equals http // Make sure it's in brackets, otherwise it will not recognize it. So let's just check that out. When you start the form, http // and obviously when you click, it starts it. Right, we're going to code it now. So start on the button 1. We'll do first. When you're doing simple projects like this, you don't really need to change the name of it, because when you have like several buttons, like 10 buttons, you're going to need to name them, otherwise it can get quite confusing. Right, in button 1 click, we're going to type web browser 1 dot go forward, and obviously you can guess. No, not. Sorry, that was a wrong thing. Navigate brackets text box 1 dot text. Now we're going to do web browser on the forward button. We're going to do web browser 1 dot go forward. And on the back button, we're going to put web browser 1 dot back. Go back, should I say, not go back. Go back, not just back. Right. So now we've got everything pretty much sorted. This should work. So if you type in www.google.com and then click at go. Might take a while to load, and it has loaded up. Obviously you can make the form bigger to suit your needs, because for example you might want a bigger web browser to make it full screen, which should be quite easy to do. Without just stretching it, you can always change the size here to like 1280 by 800 by 600, so to say. And that should be normal size. I can't remember what the form is, what it is. Shall I go into the next bit? Why not? I don't know, let's just see how long we've been going for. We're going for 8 minutes. So I'll just go take it up to 10. So I'll quickly show you how to do a I'm in the wrong thing. How to do, so you don't have to keep clicking go, you can do it with enter. So if you click on the text box, and at the moment it's text box 1 underscore text change, so that means when the text change it will do this code. And obviously we don't want to do that because we don't want the text, anything to happen when the text is changed. So we're going to have to change it to key down. So we change it to key down, and then we type e dot keycode equals 13, and then not code 13. Sorry about that, didn't mean to do that. Keycode is read only. I've actually forgot the code, which is a bit silly of me. So I will teach you that in a future episode, because that is a bit more advanced. So thanks for watching this quick tutorial, guys. I'm going to show you how to do a more complicated web browser in the next episode, if this has got demand. If you want to see it more, feel free to subscribe. Tell me in the comments you want to see it more, and I will be more than happy to do more videos for you. So thanks for watching, guys, and yeah, I will see you later. Goodbye. Right, guys, just I've remembered the code now. As soon as I finished recording, I remembered the code, which was a bit annoying, to be fair. And yeah, the code is still in the text box 1_key down. It's a little bit more than we put already. So if e.keycode equals 13, or you can put keys.enter, then didn't mean to do that. Then button 1, so that's our go button, dot perform click. So now if we try it, if we run it by clicking the play button, sorry I didn't mention that, that's how you run the program. So www.google.co.uk. As you can see, my mouse is here and it's not moving, so I'm clicking that. And I press enter, and it loads the page. And obviously you can do it so if you press the backspace button, it goes back, and yeah, or you can put codes for going forward and going back, but I'll leave you to do that. I've given you the basis of the code. All you have to do is say if you wanted it B, then keys.b, or you can find out the key code. So that is a basic guide to how to create to make buttons be controlled by keys, if that makes sense. It's got to be in the key down section, or key down, it's called an event, so in the key down event you enter that. And just to show you how to save it as an exportable package kind of thing, then just click save all and then give it a name. Then as you will see, if I go into my documents, come on, there we go, and then yes, I have a lot of stuff, my Visual Studio folder, my projects, got quite a lot of projects going on here. And if you go that one, then if you go to bin, debug, and then click on the application, click on the application, you can view it not in Visual Basic, if that makes sense. So yeah, now you know how to make a web browser. You can expand on that as much as you want, and obviously, like I said, if you want me to continue on that, feel free to let me know. So thanks for watching, guys, and happy coding. That was the worst catchphrase ever.